I know we met at the Cowboy Gala, the National Black Rodeo Awards Cowboy and Gala. And I met your son Justin. You said your second book is after at the last one. And I had some of your cookies. So I feel like I'm like 50% into the A Morris lifestyle at this point. And you invited me last year to your event at the National Finals Rodeo in Las Vegas. My first time, of course, there and my first time in Las Vegas. So thank you for that invite. Can you tell everyone about how that was for you?
Okay, I'm going to jump off a little bit before that. Okay, Justin
Okay.
he's also a sports writer. He's worked for the NBA as a sideline on the scores table. He's also done some shadowing at the NFL. He's done really well. He has a great resume. He's even worked a little bit with Fox Sports. Um, but he got hired this spring, like around April, no,
Hmm.
March, April. He got hired by the Major League Baseball.
Oh,
He's,
wow.
yeah, he's in Miami right now, and he's a sports writer for the Miami Marlins for the 2025 baseball season.
Living
So,
the dream.
yeah, he's doing really well. So, yeah, talk about him and what he's done. But I'm sure, that makes me feel good that, they say the fruit doesn't fall very far
Yeah.
from the tree. So he's doing really well. I don't doubt, I don't doubt that someday Justin might even be a top-notch sports writer or behind the desk at maybe ESPN or there'll be somebody like a Stephen A. Smith type job. He keeps up with sports. He knows his stuff. He knows his statistics. He's doing very well, and he makes me proud. But yeah, into that meet and greet, just going to that gala, where I met you in February 2024, and
Hmm.
Danelle Tipton put that on. Marcus Friday, Danelle Tipton. And I had a friend back east that, we're pretty good friends. Corey Jackson, his son is Nick Jackson. He's 18. He's a top-notch bull rider. Suggested that I try to do something at the National Finals Rodeo. I go every year, and for the most part, I don't see very many black people at that rodeo. It's a 2-week extravaganza. And so he said, you have lots of contacts and sponsors. Why don't you try to put together an event? So I called, I talked to one of my sponsors, Roper, and
Hmm.
he said, yeah, as soon as I said it, he said, we'll put it on, we'll sponsor it. I've talked to another one of my corporate sponsors, Wrangler, and they said, yeah, we'll put it on. So it happened last year in 2024, and December, it was at the Gold Coast. And I've already reached out to Roper and Wrangler. Both of them have given the approval to happen again. So we're going to schedule at the Gold Coast, and the date will be Wednesday, December the 10th. It probably start about 3 o'clock. It's a free event. And I'm just trying to draw the black people to Las Vegas. It's a win-win for them to come. They'll go to Cowboy Christmas. They'll spend money. They'll see how much, you can meet and greet and shake hands, rub elbows with other black cowboys. It's for the cowboys, the cowgirls. It's for the rodeo fans. And like I said, a free event. I'm hoping that we get 250 people to come to that event. And my goal is to get some of these corporate sponsors. I don't want just Roper and Wrangler to pay for the event, but I want to get other corporate sponsors to get them involved. And my goal is to get these corporate sponsors to give $5,000, $10,000, financial packages to some of these young black kids that want to qualify for the National Finals Rodeo, because there's never been a black woman qualified for the National Finals Rodeo in the barrel racing. And I honestly hope I see that happen before I die. So that's my goal. But I'm looking forward to this year because last year I didn't really get a chance to get the word out until
Yeah.
probably 2, maybe 3 weeks prior to the event was before I got the go ahead. Well, now I already have a flyer. I'll put that on my Facebook page. And like I said, it says Black Cowboys, but it's open to everybody. If you're friends with me and we've had contact and rapport over the years, I don't care if you're black. I don't care if you're white. I don't care if you're Native American, Indigenous, Asian, whatever. If you know Abe Morris and we've had good rapport, please come to my event and let's make it a big deal and let's make this event bigger and better every year. I had some of the Hollywood actors showed up. Charles Sampson, world champion bull rider, was there. Oba Babatunde was there. Reggie Dorsey came. Glenn Turman. These guys came. These are Hollywood actors. So it made me feel good that I could reach out to these people and support. And I've talked to Obo already. He said he'll be there. He'll be there. So that makes me feel good. I've already talked to Bob Tallman. Bob Tallman, iconic PRCA rodeo announcer. He said he'll try to make it as well. So I'm hoping we'll get a lot of people, some superstars, and make it bigger and better every year. Like I said, it's a free event. There's no excuse not to come. It's only a 2.5 hour event, but it's a free sit down dinner drink event. So
Yeah.
look forward to for it happening again.
Yes, I mean it was an amazing event. I was starstruck. I couldn't believe who was all there, and just everybody was so, you can tell it was a family. You can tell you guys have this bond that you guys have had for years, and it was just like a family reunion for you guys. Of course, the NFR just being there was just like, wow, for somebody like me. So it was everybody should come. Everybody should definitely come.
Thank you, and I appreciate you interviewing me because I want Roper and I want Wrangler to get, I want to be a win-win. And also, like I said, I want to pull in other sponsors as well. So it wouldn't hurt my feelings if by before the event happens, some people like maybe Ram Truck or Coca-Cola or Crown Royal, if they were to say, hey, I want to be a part of your event, and they kick in some money, I think that's great because I want this event to grow every year, and I want the celebrities to show up. I want the rodeo fans to show up, the rodeo contestants. I talked to John Douch. He said he would try to make it, but he didn't. He qualifies every year in the tie down rope, but it would be nice for some of the fans to meet like Shad Mayfield, John, Corey Solomon, some of the guys that qualify for the finals because that's what we go. We go out there to watch the finals. I have a great time every year. I hope this event gets bigger, better, larger, more fans, and more sponsors. And I'm looking forward to it already.
Me too. Me too. Well, thank you so much for coming on here and talking to me. I know you're busy. Is there any one thing you want to let everyone know? Any last couple of thoughts?
Like I said, it's an open invitation. Any of my rodeo, fans, friends, whatever, they want to come to that event. It's called the Black Cowboy Cowgirl Meet and Greet in Las Vegas. Please do come because we're going to have a good time. And I'm hoping in the future, a lot more and more and more Black people will start coming to the National Finals Rodeo. And I want to be a part of that. Hopefully, that'll be part of my legacy.
It is so. Thank you so much, Abe, and keep me posted on everything you got going on.
Thank you very much for having me on. I appreciate it.